Okay, what's your name?
My name is Steve Davis.
D-A-V-I-S?
Yes.
S-T-E-V-E?
Yes.
Are you from Youngstown?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what are you doing up in Youngstown?
Well, Youngstown has taken an ugly facelift for all the murders up there with young people. I started Life of Living Water's sports ministry in Youngstown, Ohio, and very successful. Started a few springtime flag football leagues for inner city kids, coordinated the Rise and Shoot League, recruited for the Police Athletic League. I've always felt like sports was a very intricate part of life and how life can challenge you. And if you make the wrong decisions, you lose the game of life. And I was recognized through Mayor Williams at his ball for one of the top sports ministries in the area. And Congressman Ryan approached me that night and said what I did in Youngstown, he'd like me to do it in Columbus and use Youngstown and Columbus's bookends, and get every city in between. So I came up here and I created the same thing. We started the Movement for Change, which is a movement that will get felons who've been incarcerated the right information on their rights to vote. I deal with, I have a partner of mine named Sean Stevenson, who definitely, we go into the inner cities and address the issues of the inner city issues. Sean is a community intervention worker for Mayor Coleman here. And we're planning on doing the same thing and I hope that mayors across this country really understand the need for guys coming home from prison. They're the ones who's really qualified to help out in the inner cities, and they could really use the employment. I mean, we know that certain systems have not been working because recidivism among juvenile delinquents are skyrocketing every year. So with this voting thing, what we aim to do is to get at least 50,000 felons to register to vote and really understand how the political process works, because this is all of a sudden a thing that come out of nowhere. All of a sudden you want to end weekend voting rights because, you know, and they're violating people's due process in the same motion that they're doing, you know, in trying to stop people from getting to the polls. I heard you ask, why is it that the gentleman is addressing these issues? We saw what happened in Florida with George Bush. We know that certain parties have been very, very strong-willed in winning the game at whatever cost. And what we need to do is what we're starting to do right here. And I hope that this is going across every city in the nation to really understand how important Ohio is in the political process and how certain things will come about very shortly before certain events take off. So
the other side of this says we're sending an application for an absentee ballot to every registered voter in the state. And all they have to do is send that back in, they get a ballot, they can mail it in. Easiest thing in the world, that's what they're saying. What's the problem with that? How is that disenfranchising?
Well, I believe this. I remember during that George Bush situation in Florida, I woke up in the middle of the night to see the Dade County Police trying to locate ballots. I know how things can get lost in the mail. I know how addresses can be missing a number, and nobody's going to go through the proper procedures or try to go through the extra mile to find out if this person lives here or not. It is a problem. You know, it's a broken system. We know that so many systems are broken across America, not just in Ohio, not just dealing with the judicial system or the political system. Anything that we can do to make sure that certain things happen, I think that's what we need to do.